just like seafood.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Anna with Talk Smoke, and I'm sitting here with the two matches for this Saturday's Versus. TTE Truth and JG. How you guys feeling about this Versus coming up?
Excited. Very excited.
I feel good. I'm just ready to play some of this music that I've been sitting on for a while. I haven't really put nothing out in a while, so for me, I'm just looking at it as an opportunity to kind of get some shit out there.
And how long have you both been doing music?
I've been doing music since 11, but I've been writing since I was like, as far as I can remember as a child. So it really goes back many ways. I used to write stories though, like storytelling.
Okay.
And then I transferred it to music.
I grew up around music, like all my uncles and stuff did music growing up and stuff. So I started out playing the drums, and then I probably started writing music when I was in high school. And then once I got to college, I started taking it more seriously because I had got a refund check and bought Pro Tools and shit like that. So I guess like, you know what I mean? All the stuff you probably shouldn't have did with the refund. Yeah, so probably about, seriously, probably like 6 years.
Where was the first song recorded you ever did? So it was in the closet?
Yeah, it was in the closet. Well, it just came from me doing videos online, and just everybody was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I started off bad. I was like horrible. Yeah, and that's how I feel like that's how everybody start off. Everybody start off, but you got to get into it more, and then that's when you get a master of your craft. But I started off bad, and then once they was talking about the online videos, I was like, let me hop in the booth, which was the closet. So that's when I had made my first song.
I had like a little computer, like the long little stick mic. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, and plugs into USB. And I think I recorded on like Audacity or something. And that was like in one of my homie's bedrooms. So like it wasn't even in a closet. Like we just had the laptop on the bed. So that was the first. That was a long time ago. I don't even know what it sounds. It probably sounds awful.
So do you have access to it at all?
No.
What about you? Do you have access to your first song?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Where is
SoundCloud. I left it on SoundCloud, yeah. Just to go back, you know what I'm saying? Just to see how much I elevated from there. So yeah.
Do y'all punch in or y'all more like writing or freestyle?
I do freestyle, but like I don't really like punching in. I'm more of a one take. Like I try to do it all in one take. Or if not, then if I don't, then that's when I punch in. That's when I got to.
I would say for me it depends, cause I engineer too. So to the point now I cut myself. So it kind of just depends on the mood I'm in. If it's a song where I got something like I'm really trying to talk about, then it's probably like you said, just I try to one take. I mean, you know, when I was first getting into this, I wanted to know how to do everything myself. So like I graphic design, I edit videos. I got a camera, you know what I mean? I don't produce, but my little brother produces, so he does a lot of my beats. I engineer, and then I don't just like rap, you know what I mean? Like I'm actually working on like a 80s like synthwave project right now too with my brother. And I'm gonna play like maybe one or two of those songs at the Versus, just cause I've never done anything like that. I'm just trying to like push the limits on what I'm doing and shit. So yeah.
I'm the same way. Everything was self-taught, for real. Like that's how, when you don't got like the resources like everybody else do, you just self-taught. YouTube, how to, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, Audacity.
In Tampa, who I've been trying to work with, and I don't know if he's gonna see this because we've been talking about this shit for like 4 years now. But Roderick, late bloomer, y'all probably know he switched his name, but yeah, I definitely want to get a record in with him.
Oh man, I got a lot of people. I'm just gonna get down to the basics. I really want to work with But Sosa, probably Tay Bay too. And it's a few other people I want to work with, but those are like my main two right now.
Who do you guys look at for inspiration whenever you guys are creating or writing and things like that?
I honestly try really hard to not fucking do that because that's what I used to do, and then I used to always be like, oh, you sound like this person, you sound like that person. Which I feel like is like also part of like finding your own sound too. Because obviously you try to emulate shit that you like, because that's the whole reason that you want to do music anyway. Yeah, I mean, so I try not to like take too much influence when I'm actually creating some shit. But when I do, I try to listen to different shit. Like I listen to like Tame Impala or like some weird shit like that, you know what I mean, to try to just bring a different like vibe or aspect to what I'm doing. And I feel like with that I kind of found my own sound like lately, like the last year.
I look into the inspiration. I just go off of life for inspiration.
Yeah, that too.
Just looking at different things, stories, it don't really matter. It's just life in general. And I just go off of that and be like, okay, I could, you know what I'm saying, write a topic on that or speak on this because it's not getting spoken about enough. And that's it, just really life.
What is it that you guys want people to feel when they're reaching down and listening to your music?
Music isn't open for interpretation, so I don't think I really think about it that way when I'm creating it though. Like, I think it kind of happens afterwards. Cause I usually when I like somebody send me a beat pack or something and I'm going through them, I don't even touch nothing if I gotta think about something. You know what I mean? So I'm just going through it, and as soon as I feel something from the beat, then I just start whatever fucking comes to mind that made me feel that way is what I'm gonna do. So I feel like because of that, I don't really consider it. It's just whatever I'm feeling at the time. So it's gonna be the same way for whoever's listening to it. It's like somewhere in between, like I said, like a Tame Impala type shit mixed with like Kanye like style drums and like synths and shit.
I have versatile, like not versatile, but alternative rap. Only because it doesn't really just go with the norms a lot. You feel me? Like what people really like, and oh, he should be talking about this in his rap.
Yeah.
He should be talking, but it's all like on some different opposite of what everybody likes. From 5, no order. First one gotta be Jay-Z. So it's Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, J. Cole, and Nas. No matter of fact, scratch J. Cole. No disrespect. But I just thought about something. I'm gonna put Kendrick Lamar, and that only pertains to how he performs. You know what I'm saying? And just how he execute everything.
It's so hard to make a top 5, bro. And not like, no matter what you say, somebody's gonna be like, how you don't say this person? So
It's your top 5.
I was gonna say, so my top 5,
Your top 5.
my top 5, like people that I actually like listen to, and Kanye, Kendrick, Drake, Jay-Z, and Cole probably. That'd be my top 5 shit that I actually listen to.
How y'all feel about the music game in Tampa right now?
Music game.
I think it's definitely on the come up right now. It's better than I feel like it's ever been.
It's on the come up. I feel like it's starting, but it still has to get there. But it's starting to be like Atlanta.
Like I've definitely noticed a change over the past like 5 years.
Just gotta get more creative collaborators together, and then you know what I'm saying, that'll spark a lot of more stuff. But you know what I'm saying, we just still getting there as a city. So I just feel like, you know, only to get there we just need to come more together and be more unified and stop, you know what I'm saying, stop thinking everything's a competition. But that's just how people is.
But this is a competition.
Right.
So, how y'all coming? You feel me? Like,
I'm coming with it.
Yeah, I'm coming ready.
are you guys dropping things that no one's heard before, stuff that's out there already? We can't tell nobody. Like,
Yeah, I'm doing shit. Basically, every song is not out. So, cause like I have records that are out. Like I got a song that I did a few years ago with Rich the Kid and shit. Like, that are I won't say big records, but like they did well on YouTube and shit. But I don't want to do none of that because I don't feel like it's a good representation of like where I am right now and what I got going on and what I'm trying to do. So it's gonna be all shit that people haven't heard.
I got a few unreleased on there.
Do y'all think what's going on outside this world has a huge impact on who you are as an artist?
Outside the world?
Like what's going on, like police brutality,
Oh.
all of that. How does that affect you guys sometimes with your music and creativity? Do you feel like, because you feel like you have to be a voice and you have to be that sometimes?
Yes, but I just feel like people will hold you to a certain standard that you're supposed to every time this happens, you're supposed to make a song about it.
Yeah.
Or every time this happens, you're supposed to say something. Like, why are you not saying something? It's like, it's a whole bunch of other stuff I could be doing other than putting it in a song. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like for it to be a standard like that, I just feel like it shouldn't be held to artists like that, and especially for the outside world. Like, if I know if I'm supposed to speak on this topic, then and I know that I'm going through that in the moment, then I feel like it should be brought out. But for people to keep like, you know what I'm saying, oh, you should say this, say that. Why you not saying this? It's just like that shapes a lot out of an artist, and it's like, you know, I can't give it to y'all every time because I'm not in that certain space. Like, y'all have that one record I got out already about that same situation, and look how y'all overlook that. So it's just,
yeah. I feel like it kind of waters it down too. Like, every time something happens, people expect you to say something, and it's like, it kind of loses its meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If something happens and compels you to feel a certain way that you feel like you need to speak on it, then that's when you should.
yeah, because it'll pull you, it'll call you. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're trying to force it, like, just because you feel like you're supposed to, then you might as well not even do that shit because you don't even mean it. That's like the same thing when people like fuck up and then they issue the apologies that the HR team written and shit, and like, you know what I mean?
Alright,
Like,
so
nobody believes that shit. So I say that to say, like, do it if you feel like you should, if you feel like you have something to say about it, you know what I mean?
would y'all recommend the platform of Versus and everything to any other artists?
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. I
For
feel
sure.
like from like that, like music is, especially like rap music is a competitive sport. So, and to the point, like, you know, I played football for 17 years, so I already like have that like in me. Like, everything is competitive. So I'm very competitive with this shit, and you know, no disrespect. 'Cause I like a lot of people in Tampa music. I like your music. I like, you know, I could probably
Friendly competition.
yeah.
That's all it is.
At the end of the day, but you know, I do have that in me where, like, at the end of the day, it's like I feel like it ain't nobody I can't put my shit up against. That.
So you tell the truth, you better watch out.
No, you know,
It's like a game day thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a 4 quarters
At the
coming
end of the day,
up.
It's like friendly competition.
Yeah, it's friendly competition.
So, do you guys listen to each other's music?
Oh, y'all listen to Jay-Z music.
yeah. So prior to this, 'cause I'm kind of out the loop on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So I wasn't super familiar until the Polo G shit, and then I started checking them out then, because we were both on the top 5 for that with Pusha Preem. So since then, yeah, I've definitely been checking it out and shit.
Yeah, ever since then too.
Same for you.
Yeah, I've been a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Real talk.
Man,
For real, that's real talk, man.
A lot of this is said when you do that.
Right, that's for
I'm
real.
a fan of bro music,
I
for
appreciate
real.
it, for real. Thank
For
you.
real.
Thank you.
And so, how you guys think you're gonna stack up against your opponent right now, just to make it, just getting into the competitive nature?
I heard Truth coming with a belt. I ain't even gonna say it. I heard he coming with a belt.
Oh my.
We got belt. I got wrestling belt.
People chill right now.
We talk about the champions. To me, like as somebody who's looking at it from the outside, I just know it's gonna be a hard like decision, because I know we both great artists. So it's like,
Okay.
it's gonna be a head-to-head thing every song from 1 to 10. It's your boy TTE Truth. You can find me on Instagram at tte.truth. You can find me everywhere at TTE Truth. Come catch a vibe with the music.
Yeah, this is JG. I'm on all socials at JG, the letter X, the leftovers. September 3rd, I got a song coming out, Crash Out. We'll play that at the Versus September 4th. Y'all pull up. If you can't pull up, tune into the live. This is Talk Smoke.
Brand new lease on life.
Yeah,
Like I just
like you said.
They don't want